Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest battles you'll ever fight are not in the boardroom or on the playing field. They're in your own mind. A strong mindset is the cornerstone of every great achievement. It's not inherited, it's built. Brick by brick, thought by thought, action by action. So let me share with you how to make yourself a fortress of resilience, a powerhouse of belief, and a master of your destiny. The foundation of a strong mindset is discipline. It's doing the small things right every day, even when no one's watching. It's setting goals not for applause, but for growth. It's understanding that success doesn't happen by chance, but by consistent, deliberate action. A strong mindset doesn't fear failure. It welcomes it as a teacher. Each stumble is an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to grow stronger. The truth is, your mind becomes unshakable when you realize failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. To build the strongest mindset, you must guard what you feed your mind. Just like your body thrives on good nutrition, your mind thrives on quality input. Read books that challenge you. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. And avoid the distractions that drain your energy and focus. Remember, it's not about avoiding challenges, it's about becoming the kind of person who rises to meet them. When you work on your mindset, you're not just preparing for success, you're becoming the person success naturally follows. So commit to building your strongest mindset, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Because the mind you build today is the life you'll live tomorrow. Discipline is the core of everything you aspire to achieve. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. The truth is, success doesn't come knocking on your door by accident. It requires deliberate, consistent effort, and that effort is fueled by discipline. Imagine planting a seed. You don't see the fruits of your labor right away, but you water it, nurture it, and protect it from harm. That's discipline. It's the commitment to the process, even when the results are not immediately visible. It's waking up early to pursue your goals when the world is still asleep. It's choosing to read a book that expands your thinking rather than scrolling aimlessly through distractions. It's the small, seemingly insignificant choices that, over time, compound into monumental results. Discipline requires clarity of purpose. When you know what you want and why it matters, you find the strength to push through the temptations and distractions. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Missing a day doesn't derail you because you're focused on the bigger picture. You get back on track, stronger and more determined than before. But here's the secret: discipline doesn't feel good at first. It's uncomfortable to change your habits, to say no to instant gratification. Yet the discomfort is temporary while the rewards are lasting. Discipline creates habits and habits create outcomes. When you master discipline, you master your future. It becomes a tool that allows you to shape your life on your terms. Success isn't about luck or talent, it's about doing what needs to be done, day in and day out, until the results manifest. And the beautiful thing about discipline, it's available to anyone willing to make the commitment. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how your life transforms because you chose to take control of your actions. That's the power of discipline. The mind is a garden, and what you plant in it will determine what grows. You must be intentional about what you feed your mind, because your thoughts are the seeds that eventually blossom into actions, habits, and results. Just as you wouldn't feed your body junk food and expect to be healthy, you can't fill your mind with negativity and expect to achieve greatness. The things you consume, whether it's the books you read, the people you listen to, or the media you expose yourself to, are shaping your thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately your future. Start with what you read. A single book can change the direction of your life, but not all books are created equal. Choose books that challenge your thinking, that stretch your imagination, and that teach you principles for success. Read not just to pass time, but to grow. Seek knowledge that empowers you, that expands your perspective, and that motivates you to take action. In the same way you wouldn't rely on a poor diet for physical health, you can't rely on shallow, limiting information for mental health. Feed your mind with ideas that inspire, concepts that challenge, and insights that elevate. But it's not just about books. Pay attention to the conversations you engage in. Are the people around you lifting you up or pulling you down? You have to choose your associations wisely because the people in your life have a direct impact on your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and complaints, it's no wonder you'll find yourself discouraged. But if you surround yourself with people who think big, act boldly, and encourage you to rise to your potential, your mindset will reflect that influence. You must also protect your mind from the constant bombardment of negative news and toxic media. Information is powerful, but not all of it is worth your attention. You cannot allow the distractions of the world to dominate your thoughts. Instead, focus on what adds value to your life, what propels you toward your goals, and what strengthens your belief in your potential. Your mind is too precious to be wasted on useless noise. Be intentional about where you direct your mental energy. The mind is your most valuable asset, and what you feed it determines how far you'll go. If you want to build a strong mindset, you need to be proactive about curating your mental environment. Make it a habit to nourish your mind with positive, empowering, and life-changing material. Do this consistently, and you will find that your thoughts shift, your actions improve, and your life begins to transform. The power of your mind is not something to take lightly, it's the foundation of everything you achieve. So feed it wisely and watch how it shapes your reality. Failure is not the end, it's part of the journey. If you've never faced failure, you've probably never taken any meaningful risks or pursued anything truly challenging. Every successful person has encountered failure along the way. The difference between those who rise and those who fall is not the absence of failure, but the ability to turn failure into a stepping stone for future success. You see, failure is not something to be afraid of, it's a teacher. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to adapt. When you fail, you don't lose, you gain experience. The problem with many people is that they see failure as a sign to quit, as if a setback means the end of the road. But in reality, a setback is just a setup for a comeback. Every time you fail, you learn something invaluable about what doesn't work, and that knowledge moves you closer to discovering what does. Understand that failure is not a reflection of your ability or worth, it's simply feedback. It's telling you that you need to adjust your approach, sharpen your skills, or rethink your strategy. When you fail, you're not being punished, you're being refined. The key is to extract the lesson from the experience and use it to fuel your next move. Remember, success is built on a series of small failures, each one teaching you something new. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it. Look at it from a new perspective. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, see it as a launch pad. Each failure is an opportunity to improve, to refine your skills, and to get better. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than they've succeeded, but they didn't let those failures define them. They used them as stepping stones to build the person they needed to become in order to achieve their goals. Failure also teaches resilience. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going well, but true strength is forged in the fire of adversity. Every time you fail and get back up, you build mental toughness, perseverance, and grit. You learn that failure is not permanent unless you choose to quit. The more you get back on your feet, the more resilient you become. So the next time you fail, don't let it discourage you. Use it. Learn from it. Let it guide you toward your next breakthrough. When you start seeing failure as a valuable part of the process rather than something to avoid, you will find yourself moving forward with greater confidence and determination. Failure is not the end, it's just one more lesson on your way to the top. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. The people you spend time with, the places you go, the information you consume, these things have a direct influence on your thoughts, attitudes, and actions. If you want to build a strong mindset and achieve success, you must guard your environment as carefully as you would guard your health. What you allow into your life is what will eventually define your life. The people around you have the greatest impact on your mindset. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's true. If your circle is filled with negativity, doubt, and complacency, your own thinking will begin to mirror that. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, positive, and forward-thinking, it will push you to think bigger, dream higher, and take more action. Be selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Choose relationships that elevate you, that challenge you, and that hold you accountable for your growth. But it's not just about the people you interact with. The information you consume daily also shapes your mindset. If all you're absorbing is negative news, gossip, and stories of failure, it's no wonder your mindset will struggle to be positive and productive. You have to be intentional about what you expose yourself to. Read books that expand your knowledge. Listen to podcasts or attend seminars that inspire you. Watch content that pushes you to think critically and act boldly. Your mind is a sponge, and if you fill it with junk, don't be surprised when your results reflect that. The spaces you inhabit also matter. Whether it's your home, your office, or the places where you work and socialize, the physical environment you surround yourself with plays a role in shaping your attitude. A cluttered, chaotic environment often leads to a cluttered, chaotic mindset. On the other hand, an organized, clean, and purposeful space can promote clarity, focus, and creativity. Take time to set up your environment in a way that supports your goals. If you want to be more productive, create a space that fosters focus. If you want to be more creative, surround yourself with things that inspire you. Your environment should be a reflection of the person you are becoming, not just the person you are today. And let's not forget the importance of guarding your time. Your time is one of your most valuable assets. If you allow distractions, unimportant tasks, and unproductive habits to consume it, you'll never have the mental space or energy to focus on what truly matters. Be deliberate about how you spend your time and protect it from anything that doesn't align with your goals. Your environment is not just something you passively live in, it's something you actively create. Guard it fiercely. Choose your people, your information, your spaces, and your time with purpose. When you do, you'll find that your mindset becomes sharper, your actions become more aligned with your goals, and your success becomes inevitable. Perfection is a myth. It's an illusion that keeps many people stuck, always chasing something that doesn't exist. The pursuit of perfection often leads to frustration, procrastination, and self-doubt, because no matter how hard you try, you'll never reach an ideal that's constantly shifting. If you focus on perfection, you'll miss the one thing that really matters: growth. Growth is what you should be focused on. It's about making progress, learning from your mistakes, and becoming better with each passing day. The key to success is not about getting everything right all the time. It's about continuously improving, even if the improvement is small. It's about taking the next step, even when the path isn't perfect, and adjusting along the way. If you commit to growth, you'll find that success isn't about flawless execution. It's about consistent effort and the ability to learn from every experience. Understand this: perfection doesn't lead to growth, but growth leads to success. Think about it. Every time you fall short, you gain experience. You discover what works and what doesn't. You refine your skills, adjust your strategies, and develop resilience. That's how you build long-term success. When you focus on growth, you embrace the process and understand that every failure is simply a stepping stone toward improvement. One of the biggest traps people fall into is the belief that they have to get everything perfect before they take action. But the truth is, action is the only way to learn. Perfectionism keeps you in a state of hesitation, waiting for the right moment or the perfect plan. Meanwhile, those who focus on growth take imperfect action, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. They understand that progress is far more important than perfection, and that taking a step, even an imperfect one, is better than standing still. If you want to build something remarkable, focus on growth. Make progress your goal, not perfection. Celebrate every small win, because those wins accumulate over time and create momentum. Perfection will only slow you down, but growth will push you forward. The person you become in the process of growth will be far more valuable than any perfectly executed plan or action. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep moving forward, and you'll find that success isn't a destination, it's a journey of continuous improvement. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to shape your mindset and transform your life. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong or what you don't have, but when you practice gratitude, you shift your focus to what is going right and what you already possess. Gratitude has the incredible ability to turn what you have into enough, and when you start your day with gratitude, you change the lens through which you see the world. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for the good things in your life. It's about recognizing the value in all things, even the challenges. Every obstacle, every setback, every tough moment contains a lesson that can propel you forward. When you approach life with gratitude, you understand that everything good or bad is an opportunity for growth. Instead of complaining about your struggles, you begin to appreciate them as the teachers they are, shaping you into a stronger, wiser person. But gratitude doesn't just change how you see challenges, it changes how you see everything. It transforms your relationships, your work, your health, and your finances. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you invite abundance into your life. You see opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems. Gratitude opens your eyes to the wealth of possibilities all around you, and it attracts more of the good things into your life. If you want to cultivate a mindset of success, you must make gratitude a daily habit. Every day, take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. It could be something as simple as your health, the roof over your head, or the people who support you. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And the more you practice it, the more you'll begin to see the positive in everything around you. Gratitude also keeps you grounded. It reminds you that no matter how big your dreams are or how far you have to go, you are not starting from scratch. You've come a long way already, and you have a lot to be thankful for. This perspective of abundance and contentment prevents you from getting overwhelmed or discouraged when things get tough. It gives you the mental resilience to keep moving forward, no matter the setbacks. When you practice gratitude daily, you begin to attract more of what you focus on. If you focus on what you're grateful for, you attract more reasons to be grateful. It's a cycle of abundance. Gratitude becomes a magnet for opportunities, success, and happiness. Make gratitude a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Reflect on it, feel it, and let it shape your thoughts and actions. You'll find that not only does your mindset begin to shift, but your life will begin to reflect the positive energy you put out into the world. Gratitude is the gateway to a richer, fuller, and more successful life. Goals are the fuel that drive you toward the future you desire. Without clear, inspiring goals, you're like a ship adrift at sea, with no compass to guide you. The key to achieving success lies not in setting any goals, but in setting the right goals that stir your soul, that challenge you to become more, that inspire you to push beyond your limits. Goals should not be a checklist of things you think you should do. They should be a reflection of what you truly want to achieve in your life, the legacy you want to leave behind. In order to be truly motivated, your goals must excite you. They should make your heart race a little when you think about them. They should feel a bit daunting, a bit out of reach, because that's where the growth happens. When you set goals that inspire you, they tap into your deeper purpose and drive you to take action, even when times get tough. If your goals don't excite you, if they don't challenge you, you won't have the energy or persistence to push through the obstacles that will inevitably come your way. Setting goals is not just about thinking of what you want to accomplish. It's about deciding who you want to become in the process of achieving those goals. The person you are right now is not the person who will achieve your biggest goals. You must evolve, grow, and stretch beyond your current self. That's why your goals must be aligned with your vision for the future, your higher self. They should push you to improve, to think differently, to act more boldly. If your goals don't make you a little nervous, then maybe you're playing too small. It's also important to set goals that are specific and measurable. General goals like I want to be successful are too vague to have any real power. But when you break that down into specific, actionable steps like I will increase my sales by 20% over the next year, or I will write a book by the end of this year, you have something concrete to work toward. Specific goals give you clarity and focus, and measurable goals give you a way to track your progress. The key to staying motivated is seeing that progress. It's like walking up a staircase. You don't need to see the top to know that you're getting closer, but you do need to see that the steps are leading you in the right direction. And remember, the timeline of your goals matters. Setting a deadline is a powerful way to keep yourself accountable. Without a deadline, goals become wishes, and wishes are powerless. Deadlines create urgency, and urgency creates action. They force you to prioritize and make the most of your time and energy. But don't just set any deadline, set one that is realistic but also stretches you. Too short a timeline will overwhelm you, but too long will allow procrastination to creep in. When you set goals that inspire you, you're setting a vision for your life. These goals are the milestones along the path to the person you want to become. They will require you to make sacrifices, face challenges, and push yourself in ways you never thought possible. But that's what makes the journey worthwhile. As you achieve your goals, you'll not only create the success you want, but you'll also become the person you need to be to sustain that success. So take the time to set goals that truly inspire you. Dream big, dream bold, and don't be afraid to aim higher than you think is possible. Your goals should excite you, scare you a little, and challenge you to grow. And when you focus on those inspiring goals, you'll find that the journey becomes just as rewarding as the destination. Mastering your emotions is one of the most important skills you can develop on the road to success. Life will throw challenges your way. People will test your patience, and circumstances will sometimes seem out of your control. The true measure of your success is not how you handle things when everything is going smoothly, it's how you respond when things go wrong. That's where emotional mastery comes in. Emotions are powerful. They can drive you to take incredible action or paralyze you with fear and doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is often how they manage their emotions in the face of adversity. It's not that successful people don't feel anger, frustration, or disappointment. They do. The difference is they don't allow those emotions to control their actions. They acknowledge their feelings, but they don't let their feelings dictate their decisions. The first step in mastering your emotions is awareness. You must learn to recognize when you're being driven by emotions rather than logic. Are you reacting out of frustration or fear? Are you letting anger cloud your judgment? When you're aware of your emotions, you can choose how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. This self-awareness gives you the power to decide how you want to feel and act, regardless of external circumstances. Once you're aware, the next step is to take control of your emotions. This means not allowing negative feelings to dictate your behavior. It means learning how to pause, breathe, and reset when emotions start to take over. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment and say or do things that you'll regret later. But when you master your emotions, you create space between the stimulus, whatever triggers you, and your response. This space is where you have control. It's where you can decide to stay calm, stay focused, and stay positive, no matter what's happening around you. Mastering your emotions also requires you to develop a strong inner foundation. When your beliefs and values are clear and grounded, you are less likely to be swayed by external events. If you are clear on who you are and where you are going, you won't be easily derailed by momentary setbacks or emotional reactions. This foundation gives you the strength to rise above your circumstances and remain focused on your long-term goals. A crucial part of emotional mastery is learning how to stay calm under pressure. Life is full of challenges and stressful situations, and how you handle these moments will determine how far you can go. Rather than reacting impulsively, take a step back and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this situation to grow in these moments? It's essential to keep a level head, think clearly, and act with purpose. Another powerful aspect of emotional mastery is gratitude. When you focus on what's going well and the things you are grateful for, you shift your emotional state. Gratitude helps you to reframe negative situations and see them in a more positive light. It's nearly impossible to stay angry or stressed when you're focused on what's good in your life. Gratitude not only uplifts your spirit, but it also helps you remain calm and centered in difficult times. Finally, understand that mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It's not about ignoring your feelings or pretending that everything is okay when it's not. It's about understanding your emotions, expressing them in healthy ways, and not letting them control you. Emotions are powerful signals telling you when something is important or when something needs attention. The key is to learn how to channel those emotions productively. Mastering your emotions is a lifelong practice, but it's a practice that pays the highest dividends. When you can control how you respond to the highs and lows of life, you are no longer at the mercy of your circumstances. You become stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Emotions can be your allies or your enemies, but the choice is yours.